Hey guys, it's Trace Face. I don't want this crazy reflection going on here. I'm going to take these off. I'm happy to be back, you guys, and I'm trying out an entire new platform that Nathan's been helping me trying to figure out how to use. So I'm really excited, and I'm very excited to be back. I know I was gone because I was really sick, and bear with me as I'm learning how to use this brand new site, but it's going to be pretty cool, and the sound's going to be better, and things are going to be I'm going to be able to utilize some of my talents, you guys. The song you're hearing right now is new music my brother and I are creating. We're just in the beginning stages of mixing, and I'm pretty excited that I can play that stuff right through this platform here, and I'm excited to be here with you guys. So I'm gonna get right into this topic for you guys tonight, okay? But I did want for you guys to I had a few quick things I wanted to tell you about. Okay, the first thing I wanted to say to you guys is coming up is the July prayer and fast. It's going to start this Monday. Okay, and make sure that you get in touch with me if you want to sign up. Okay, it's pretty easy. I'm going to give you all the follow-up directions and such for that. But yeah, I mean, I think that you guys really, if there was anything I could tell you guys that truly works for narcissistic abuse, it's prayer. And there's something that goes together with praying and fasting, and it's just something that you need to do. It works. And I would just encourage you guys, if you've never done a prayer and fast, people get really intimidated and they think, oh, does that mean I don't eat anything for 10 days? No, that's the complete opposite of what it is and what it's all about. So don't let that stuff intimidate you. Just contact me. Make sure you get in touch with me by my email right here, tracefaceit@gmail.com, and I'll make sure I get you all those details. So wait a minute, first big announcement. Okay, I got an announcement for you guys that I thought you would all really be truly interested in, and I got it here for you guys. The doo-doo narcissist. For those of you that have been following my channel for a long time, okay, the doo-doo narcissist has officially been fired. Yes, guys. You guys remember the doo-doo narcissist? Oh, no. Oh, no. Wait a minute. For those of you that may not know, a client of mine wanted me to share with all of you this crazy story. If you want to know the whole story, just go check out my video that's called The Doo-Doo Narcissist, and you'll get the entire story. Well, the follow-up to that was a few weeks later, the doo-doo narcissist was back in the office again. For those of you that don't know, I talk primarily about narcissism on my channel and how this world is getting filled up with them by the minute. And so to make a long story short, I talk a lot about situations, people in the workplace, and this happened to be one in the workplace, okay? And it's just ridiculous. But guys, she's officially been fired. Finally, doo-doo narcissist is gone, and my client doesn't have to be tortured by her farts around the office any longer. Thought that you guys would all really want to know that, okay? Oh, God. Let me dive. Excuse me, guys. Let me dive right into this topic as I'm burping here in the microphone, okay? Many of you wanted to know, Tracy, how did you actually get away from the narcissist? How did you do that? Well, it took several attempts, but the last time I finally was able to do it, I'm going to tell you guys how I did it so that you guys can follow some of these things and help you to get out and stay out too. Okay, because this is a big topic that a lot of people have asked me to speak more about, and they wanted to know personally what I did. So this is a video tonight dedicated to what I did to get away from these crazy people. And for those of you that are new to my channel, I have an entire catalog of videos starting from 4 years ago when this all went down and I got a divorce. And you'll see the progression through these last 4 years and how I've gotten to a place where I'm at right now. And blessed to have this channel and be working with many of you for one-to-one coaching and everything else. Okay, I didn't do a banner on this one. I'll put it up probably tomorrow, but also, please, if you're interested in coming to the next retreat that I'm planning for the first week of November, please reach out to me again at tracefaceit@gmail.com. Okay, I'm gonna dive in now. Enough with the announcements here. How did I get away from the narcissist for good? Okay, the number one thing I did was I stayed angry. Okay. Now, for those of you that are thinking, well, that's no way to be. Okay. What I'm about to share with you is how I was able to get in the right mode to leave. Okay. You guys can channel your anger for good things. Okay. You can take that anger and channel it and use it as a passion and use it as a desire to getting out. Okay, the minute you get into the mode of being sad, of being uh you know you start to think of the memories and you're getting sad, or you start to feel sorry for the narcissist, you're in trouble. Okay, this is what's leading you back to them. You have to do what I coach my clients to do. There are two sayings I said to myself, two sayings, and I said it to myself over and over and over in my head all day, every day. The first saying is, how dare you? How dare you? How dare you do these things to me? Get away with it? How dare you even think to do these things to me to begin with? Who do you think you are? That was the next statement. Who in the hell do you think you are? Truly, keep saying it to yourself over and over and over again, because I am telling you guys, that was a drive for me. How dare you? And who in the hell do you think you are to treat a good person like myself the way you have? And it's going to put you in the right frame of mind, the right mode to be able to keep sailing your sights in a different direction, which is going to be bettering your life. You better your life when you leave these people behind you. Okay. They're not your friend. They don't have your back. They don't care about you whatsoever. And you've got to think like that. That's going to be your driving force, is your anger. I made a playlist, okay, of some of my favorite bands that were just very like straightforward, to the point, that kind of vibe. Like, you're not going to get, we're not going to take it kind of stuff. That song was on the playlist, okay? It truly helped me. And I know it's going to help you too. The next thing I have on here is music. Music was my saving grace. It's always been my saving grace. It saved me in high school with major depression and anxiety issues, panic disorder, you name it. Music, music. Make yourself playlists, and don't make yourself sad music playlists. That's going to get you in trouble. You make yourself playlists that are empowering, that make you want to get up and seize the day and make the best of your day, and not let that narcissist have any control anymore in what you're thinking in your brain. The music's going to drive you. Okay. Third one I have on here, sense of humor. Now, I know, believe me, I know more so than most, that I lost my sense of humor for so many years. I thought nothing was funny. I just was disgusted with everybody and life in general, and I didn't find humor in anything. And as God is my witness, he knows that if I didn't bring that back into my life and I didn't have that in my life, I probably wouldn't be here. Okay. As long as well as, having God in my life, which is one of the most important things I'm going to talk about in this video. But uh, I just sort of went in line of the things that started to happen for me. And the sense of humor just brings me to the present day. So I'm not thinking about my past or worrying about my future. I'm enjoying the present day of something very funny. I was actively seeking things that were funny so that I could find myself laughing. And I honestly could find my true self again. And that really did help, was to have humor in my life. So I encourage you guys to try your best to, instead of be watching sad movies about breakups, don't be watching any of that caca. Go out and find some funny TikTok videos, find some funny people out there making funny content that you can watch all the time to make yourself laugh, because it's very important in getting away from narcissists, because all they are negative entities that will just, take away from your God-given spirit, your talents, and your personality that you were born with, that you're trying to get back, and the humor will help you get there. The next one I have down on this list here is I let myself rest. People do not understand the level of exhaustion that takes place, okay, when you are in a narcissistic abusive relationship, and furthermore, the exhaustion that continues to follow you long after you're out of that relationship. Why? Because you're in fight or flight mode all the time, and you don't even realize it's going on, and you're still doing that. Your body is still reacting to all the abuse and the gaslighting that you're figuring out went on, and the memories that you're trying to overcome, and you're going through an array of emotions, and what's happening is you are exhausted. And I still struggle with it, you guys, to this day. So for those of you that are listening to this, please understand something. The longer you stay with a narcissist, okay, it's as much as more work as you're going to have to do to get out. So I encourage you, I don't care how many years it's been, it's time to get out, okay? Because this kind of stuff, it can follow you, and you don't want that. Believe me when I tell you, you don't want that. If you're in the early stages and you're seeing signs of a narcissism in someone, you need to get out. You need to run as fast as you can and never look back. Okay. The next thing I have down here is I started being nicer to myself. We don't realize how often we do it. We go into the mirror, or we're just thinking thoughts on our own, and they're not pleasant thoughts about ourselves. Okay. And especially having come out of narcissistic abuse, you start to say bad things to yourself all the time. And I turned that around for myself. Okay. I didn't necessarily liked what I was seeing in the mirror. I saw a broken person. I saw a lot of flaws. I saw parts of me that were not the same, including on, my body and how it looked. And I instead turned that around, and I looked at myself in the mirror one day, and I said to myself, I've got you now. I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to take the best care of you that I've ever taken, that anybody has ever taken. And I'm going to do the best job of it than anybody else could ever and would ever do. And that's how you start talking to yourself. And then watch what happens. Then watch how your body reacts to that. Your mind reacts to that. The peace comes in. You sleep better, because you really are starting to look at yourself in a completely different manner, and you are trying to take care of yourself, and you're being there for yourself. You're being your best advocate for you and the best friend you could possibly be to yourself. uh the next thing is I got very, very watchful as to who I let in and out of my life. After the following of the getting the main catalyst narcissist out of my life, which was my ex-husband, everybody else from there on out I got rid of. And I know it's going to happen for you guys too. You're not even going to be able to tolerate even the slightest bit of disrespect from anybody, and the minute you see it, you're going to stick up for yourself, and then they got to go. You're not even going to slightly put up with it. So you got it. You're going to start doing that naturally. It's going to help. It's going to help you. Next thing I have on here is I actually became more introverted. I've always thought of myself as an extroverted person, and I became more introverted, and I actually really enjoyed it. Okay. And to this day now, it's been 4 or 5 years for me at this point. I enjoy hanging out with myself. I like my own company. I like to read books. I like quiet. I don't enjoy uh things I once did. I'm over those things, and I like nature. I like animals. I like silence. I like peace. I like harmony. I like worrying about like aromatherapy in my house, like weird things like that I'm learning about. And learning about supplements, skincare. That's the next thing I have on here is I got really big into things I never once was. I created new habits for myself. I created new passions in my life that I never had before. Things that I sort of was interested in, but I really dived into it. And one of those things for me was supplements. I really got into supplements. I really started learning about what I'm supposed to be putting into my body and what can help with my anxiety and depression naturally, and what I should be eating and all that kind of stuff that's going to keep me here longer. And so that was one passion I started. And I guess I'm going to jump right into another one I have on here, which is it's all about it really is all about creating new habits for yourself, okay? Because the narcissist in your life, you guys, was a bad habit all the way around. Think about it. It's a drug. I don't care what anybody says. Having a narcissist in your life is a drug because you get the highs that get followed by the lows. And when you're constantly doing that to yourself, you're now addicted to the highs just as well as you're addicted to the lows. It is a drug, and you have to, they say, in order to get rid of addiction, you have to replace it with something else. And so now it's time to replace this unhealthy obsession with the narcissist. And why does the narcissist do that? And when is the narcissist going to hoover? And why is the narcissist putting this up on social media? Why is it? And you're still obsessing over the narcissist. You might have left the narcissist, and this is on my list too. You cannot be looking at them on social media. Okay. Now, maybe if it's a year later, or a few years later, and you actually are talking about them and you want to try to find a picture because you want to laugh. Okay. All right. Well, that's different. But look, every time when you're trying to get away from them that you even look on social media, I'm here to tell you that you have not gone no contact. You have not done it. You've not done the hard work. You are still trapped in the addiction, and you have not formed new habits for your life so that you're able to create new healthy habits for yourself of making sure that you've gotten out and you're going to stay out. Okay? So habits, you got to start to create new habits. Now, this leads me into my next thing I want to talk to you guys about, and that's finding passions. Okay. All of a sudden, I found myself starting a YouTube channel. And that was my drive to getting out and staying out. Why? Because I had all this information to share with people. So I encourage you, find out what your passions are. Maybe from all this hurt, pain, disappointment, torture, you've discovered that you want to go out there and you want to help people. And maybe it's not narcissistic abuse. Maybe you thought, oh, wow, I always thought I wanted to help children. This is your time now, guys. You want to get out and stay out, you got to make your focus on things that you've now discovered for yourself, or maybe you're going to discover in this very near future that you have a passion for. And that's where you're going to be spending your time. That's what you wake up every day and you obsess over the good, that's a good healthy obsession to have. Okay? Not the narcissist. So it's really about finding your passions and making sure you're staying busy. And that's my next one on here is staying busy. Okay? There's nothing worse than not staying busy, because that gives you an open mind, ample, you're a mind that's not occupied is a dangerous mind. Okay? And you're going to be making some more decisions that you're not proud of when you don't have things booked up and things to look forward to. And I don't even care, guys, if it's just that you decided, hey, every Friday night, I'm going to go to a new restaurant and have a nice meal by myself. Okay. I mean, that's something you're going to look forward to doing every week. And you're getting to know yourself again. You're enjoying your own company. You're maybe conquering a fear. That used to be a fear of mine, sitting in a restaurant alone. And now I absolutely love it. And it's a new thing I'm doing. I'm trying a new thing. It's a new habit that I'm putting into my weekly schedule, and it's important. Okay. The next one I have on here is do. Binge watch YouTube videos. Yes. Some people I work with, they ask me, "Tracy, am I crazy?" That's all I do. No, it's all I did too. Okay? Years of this. Years of this. Why do we need the repetition of watching videos and even saving some videos and making sure you watch it over and over and over again? Because your mind has been hijacked by the narcissist and you need the repetition. You need it. You need to get it in your head. You need to read the comments under the videos so you see that you're not alone. You need the support of this community, and you do need to binge watch YouTube videos. It really does help, and I do encourage it. And I do your favorite YouTubers or finding new ones, and make sure you switch it up. Find some other topics that interest you on YouTube, and get into some other topics and things. It doesn't have to all be on narcissism. Okay. But if you're trying to get the validation and you're trying to understand what in the heck it is that just happened to you, I do encourage you to watch YouTubers as often as you need to help you and get that extra support. Uh, if you have not ever had a relationship with an animal, I suggest it so, so greatly. Uh, it truly is going to teach you unconditional love. Animals will teach you how to love, okay? And if you've come out I can't talk today. If you've come out of an abusive relationship, you don't really know what that is anymore. I didn't know what love was, but my pets show me love every day. They show each other love in a way that humans don't. They are going to teach you things. If you've never had a cat or a dog before, or even a ferret, uh, believe it or not, I know you got some of you are going to say I'm crazy, but I study animal behavior too, and that's something I've been doing my whole life. And a small little pet rat, it's not even going to cost you much. Believe it or not, rats are extremely interactive with humans. Yes, uh, they don't bite. Okay, now if you were to see a rat in New York City, that's different. Do not try to. Okay, that's a wild. Okay, okay, call it a feral rat. Um, no, you don't want to try to be friends with them. I can't believe I'm talking about having friends as rats, but I'm telling you guys, if you don't want to spend a lot of money and you know you want to keep up how to use how to clean their cage, they are really cool and they are wicked smart, and you can get them to do so many cool things, and they're not scary. Their tail and their eyes scares people, but they are so cute. And I'm just telling you, if you've never encountered a beautiful relationship with an animal, I highly suggest that it was going to help you heal that much quicker. I just know this from experience. uh Okay, the most important thing, and it's on here, and I'm going to talk about it right now, and that is you got to get with God. Okay, you got to get with God, and of all the things I'm telling you in this list, this one is the most important. Why? Because guys, after you've come out of a narcissistic abusive relationship, you'll never know God the way you do now. You will know that there has got to be a creator after this, because there's got to be there is absolute evil in this world, and you just encountered it, and this is really going to bring you closer to God, because now you're really going to be on a different level spiritually after having an experience like this with a narcissist. And if any of you are struggling with finding out who Jesus is, or who your or God is for you, I just encourage you, start to really think about this one fact alone. Okay, I'm going to leave you with this. Why why can't science describe that every single narcissist acts completely the same? Their strategies are all the same. They all do the same behaviors like clockwork. Science can't describe that. Just think about that for a second. Okay, uh so it's very important to If maybe your relationship with God was very rocky, you need to find that for all purposes of, you know, my God is Jesus, and he revealed himself to me several times in my life. Okay. I have so many stories about that. And you, when you're seeking him, okay, you're going to find him. And on this journey, it is the most important thing you could ever do. Okay. Um, Next one I have on here is I journaled. Okay. And along with the journaling, I really got to know who I was again. I got to know myself again. What did I like, dislike? What was I actually looking for in a partner? Have you guys ever sat recently and made yourself a list of all the things you would be looking for in someone else? Well, when you're done making that list, when you go back and you look at that list, make sure that you match all those qualities yourself. If that list that you read back is not who you are, then that's what you work at. That's what you work towards. Okay? Because you'll then at some point when you're ready, you're going to be ready and you're going to attract that to you. But make sure you do that hard work before you're jumping in right away with somebody else. That doesn't work. And you want to know why? One wrong thing that could happen with a new relationship right after you left a narcissistic abusive one, you'll run right back to the narcissist. So many people do this. You don't want to make these mistakes, guys. I made them, and so many of us have made them, and you don't need to make them too. That's why I'm here tonight to talk to you guys about this. Okay. Uh Stay away from the bar and club scene. Okay. Stay away. Now, for many people, they don't know where to go to meet people. I get it. Okay. But you're going to be hard pressed to find a good quality person hanging out in a bar room or a club. All right. I've lived in bar rooms and clubs since I was 14 years old. For those of you that don't know that, I've been a musician since I was 14. You ain't finding nothing good there. Okay. It got me in a lot of trouble. That's where I met most of the people I dated. 90% of the people I was with came from that scene, and they are not everybody. Now, I'm not saying everybody in the music scene, the bar scene, the club scene is a clown, but you know, and the other reason I'm telling you guys to stay out of clubs and bar rooms is because the last thing you want to be doing when you're trying to heal from narcissistic abuse is drinking or taking those clonopins and all that stuff that your doctor's prescribing to you. It's not good. Very dangerous, guys. And the drinking is going to get you in a lot of trouble. You're going to make decisions you're going to regret. And furthermore, you are actually going backwards of healing from narcissistic abuse when you're under an influence. Just if you even think that you're going to have a little buzz and have a good time, uh, take it from me, it doesn't work. And unfortunately, some of those really bad patterns you got into while you were with your abuser, such as drinking alone, binge drinking, all those things, it's still in you. I'm here to tell you, it's still in you to do those things. Okay. And you could think, oh, I took a break from it for a long time. I'm all right. It's not good. It does nothing for you. It will do nothing for you except make you act like a lunatic and then be really regretting in the morning that you were a lunatic. And it affects your decision making even the next day because you're depressed, you're not even right in the head, and you're making all kinds of weird decisions and saying weird things because you're not even right in the head. Alcohol stays with you for 72 hours after drinking. Don't forget that. And I believe it takes something like, I forget how many days for alcohol to actually completely leave your system, like out of your body. It takes a long time. You should look that up. I can't remember the number. Stay away from it. I'm telling you all this, guys, from experience. Trust me. The next thing I have on here is I watched what I listen to and watch. Okay. Back in the day, the old Tracy used to love a good horror movie. Oh, used to love the excitement. It felt like I was on a roller coaster. Oh, what's going to happen next? I can't even stomach a horror movie now. That's how much I've changed. Okay. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some good pictures that I still appreciate that were suspenseful and well done, and like Halloween, and there's a few of them. The original Halloween, John Carpenter's. Yeah, I appreciate the art behind it. But I cannot watch horror movies anymore. Okay, I can't even. And I know it's bad for you. Okay, most of them are riddled with really demonic things. If you look at what happens on in some of these horror movies, you guys, behind the scenes, okay? They're messing with evil. It's not good. And it does affect a person. It really does. Some of you think that means nothing. It's not bothering me. So anyway, I'm sharing with you things that I realized started to change for me and really helped me to heal. I watch what I watch. I don't like anything that's too sexual or constantly showing people drinking all the time and partying, or nasty horror, violence, gore. I don't watch any of that stuff. As a matter of fact, I don't even like watching movies anymore, you guys. Why? Because it's a movie. Now, if it's based on a true story, I might watch it. What I like to watch now is the truth. I like documentaries, and that's pretty much it. I like the shows that they have where victims are speaking out and what happened to them. I like stuff like that. Okay. I can't even watch movies anymore. So watch what you're watching and listening to. And that goes the same for music. Music can have a really bad influence on you. Yes, it can. People think it's nothing. No. Look at some of these artists that you're actually listening to. Actually read their lyrics. Read their backstory. Read what they're all about before you start listening to their music day in and day out and worshiping them, which is we're not supposed to do. Uh Next thing I have on here is gratitude. Gratitude. I don't care where you are in life and what you're trying to work towards and what you wish maybe was happening for you right now, or what you're upset with yourself or disappointed about in your life. Okay. All of us are seeing the consequences and taking the hits from this crazy economy right now, and are a lot of us are really upset. You should see the Connecticut state taxes that came in this month, enough to make me vomit. Anyway, we're all feeling the effects of that, right? But I can tell you what, if you wake up every day with gratitude in your heart space and being thankful to God for what you already do have, you're going to find that this is going to help you to heal, okay? Which brings me to my next topic, okay? Uh, Start to look at what you could possibly be doing to take that focus off of you. And again, I'm a big, big, huge advocate to volunteer your time at a place that needs volunteers. I don't care if it's 1 hour on a Friday afternoon at a soup kitchen that you go to, whatever it is. Start to think about those who out there might be at a even greater disadvantage than you could even imagine. And that's going to give you the perspective to be like, wow, there are people out there that have it way worse than me. There's always somebody out there, you guys, that has it way worse. And I'm not saying that that takes away from your own personal pain and the things that you're going through, because as we all know, you're entitled to your pain and your story and your suffering and all of that, your heartache. But this has always helped me to heal, you guys. I got to tell you, I know, being in the industry, working with the disabled population for 10 years and then going on to community services out there and helping the poor, and for another few years I did that, and I'm still on some boards to helping people with disabilities, and I do a lot of different things throughout my days. That saved my life, you guys. It did. I don't think I would be here if I didn't go to work every day trying to help people. So maybe think about that. If you are really enjoying your career, or maybe you're not, you might maybe want to think about a career change where your primary focus is helping people out there that need it. And even if you're not getting paid to do it and you're volunteering, it's going to make a huge difference in your life, you guys. This is all the things that I did to helping me to get away from the narcissist for good. Okay. Um, Last but not least, I have on this list here is make sure that you are choosing to hang around with people, you guys, that remind you of who you are. Okay. And maybe you've lost touch with some people after coming out of narcissistic abuse. Maybe you want to get in touch with people again. Do that. Please get around these people. These people, they're going to bring out your natural, personality and your natural attitude, and they're going to remind you of who you are. And you need to be around those people as often as possible. Choose to hang around with those people. Okay. Well, I saved a little clip here that I wanted you guys to see. I found this guy in TikTok. His name is Today I Want to Talk About on TikTok. And I really thought that this message would be very good for you guys to listen to. And so here it is.
Let me explain to you why the people you walked away from are not doing well right now in your absence. You were the blessing they were wishing for, without either of you realizing it. However, they took advantage of you, used you, abused you, and attempted to destroy the very thing that they were asking for all this time. Simultaneously, the universe knew you had some lessons to learn and some debts to clear, and so they put you in this position, probably knowing what would happen, which would give you the opportunity to learn these lessons and also give this other person the opportunity to maybe break a cycle of behavior that they had been doing for a while. Because realistically, who knows how many situations or people came before you? You learned your lessons while they continued to self-sabotage, and you outgrew them, which allowed you to move forward and see your next step in life. They, on the other hand, are still in the same spot because they ruined their chances to better themselves because of the choices that they continued to make. And that self-betterment that they were asking for, that blessing that they were asking for, was going to happen due to your presence being a part of the picture. And they're not going to apologize because they have too much pride, and so it's going to keep them from admitting that what they did to you was wrong. But here's two things that pride is not going to stop happening to them. Number one, it's not going to be able to keep them from knowing that what they did to you was absolutely horrible and that they are going to pay for it. It's also not going to protect them from the knowing that all the karma that they've faced and everything that's still yet to come is entirely earned with their actions all the way through. And for you, on the other side of things, the karma that you're having come through right now is going to be good karma. All of the rewards that you're getting for your resilience in this time, for the lessons that you've learned, and for the release that you've allowed to happen during this period in your life that just passed for you. So enjoy your rewards and be still in the knowing that you did the right thing, and there's so much more coming to you in this time that you have yet to see that you totally deserve.
What do you guys think of that? I mean, he's absolutely right. A lot of you guys think that you're so worried about what's going to happen for you in your future. You're worrying about, this, that, the other thing, and you have nothing to worry about because, it's all going to work itself out. You're going to find out. You will find out that life is just so much better when these people are out of your life. The blessings are going to start happening in your life. You're going to find great people to come into your life. And it's, you don't know until you've been there, you guys. So for many of you right now that need the encouragement, please understand great things are coming to you. You just have to know and believe and have faith that you're choosing the right thing to do by getting out and staying out. Well, I'm so happy to be here on this new platform. We can go live stream, guys. So I'm just trying this out tonight for the very first time, but we can go live, and I will be doing that from here. So you can see me on YouTube, just being able to use this platform, which is going to be a lot more fun and interactive, as you can see. And I'm super happy. And I will say, I will say this. I will thank Paxton from Narc Abuse TV. I owe him all of this because he encouraged me to kind of go this route. And I'm really happy that he did because, like I said, I can now use my own. They just actually brought this feature on last week that you could put your own music on here. So you're going to hear some stuff on here that I've wrote, that my brother and I have written, and that's going to be really cool for somebody like me that wants to be able to do that without, I can't put up any of my old band stuff because we're already on Spotify and Pandora and all that, and then I won't get monetization for the channel because I cancel myself out being a BMI artist. It's so stupid. But anyway, this stuff hasn't been released, and I'm going to just continue to make music specifically for this channel. So I'm excited. Anyway, once again, guys, I am Traceface. And as always, it is time we face the truth together. And thanks for being here today. And I look forward to the next time that we're doing this.